friends, welcome to Cook to Nourish. Today I am actually going to be making a gluten-free, dairy-free menu for a party that I'm going to have for my friends. A few of my friends are coming in, girlfriends, and I would like to show them that it's possible to eat gluten-free and dairy-free so easily, and it can be so delicious as well. So on the menu is gluten-free, dairy-free pasta salad, which I'm going to show you how to make. Then next, I'm also going to make some appetizer with chaat, with grain-free chaat using the CAT tortilla chips, the dark cassava chips. I'm going to actually also make another small snack called as Indian dhokla using rice flour and using idli rava, and that also comes together very quickly, so I'll show you how to make that. And I've also already made and kept last night a gluten-free, dairy-free dessert, which is Shahi Tukda or Indian bread pudding, and that is so easy to make as well. You can find the video for that on my channel. But that is what the menu looks like, guys, so I'm so excited. Let's get started.
So I first start by boiling the gluten-free pasta. I'm using Jovial brand gluten-free macaroni, and I'm boiling that for about 8 minutes, so it's a little bit al dente. And then I have chopped some celery, some lettuce, and also have some red onions chopped, some artichokes, pickled artichokes, as well as some pickles that are cucumber dill pickles. And it's my salad is a gluten-free pasta salad, and also has like a Mediterranean touch to it, with the olives and the artichokes, olives too, and the pickles. So I've chopped some olives and some lettuce here, so I think I had chopped a lot more lettuce than I think we'll need. So I'm using like really approximate kind of proportions here because it's a salad, so the amount of vegetables and pasta. And I'm also not ending up using all of that pasta that I cooked, so I'm kind of just using equal amount of cooked pasta and then equal amount of all the veggies, so it's kind of like a good balance. Now the mayo. So here I have like a classic mayo which has egg in it, the egg yolk. And Chosen Foods mayo is good with avocado oil. But if you are egg free, cannot tolerate eggs, then actually you can make my homemade mayo which does not have egg. So you can use that. So I'm using about 4 tablespoons of this mayo here, and to that I'm adding a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So I will try and post like a full recipe with the exact measurements for the salad a little bit later, but I just wanted to show you the process here. And then about a teaspoon of garlic powder, and I just like to put some kick, like a spicy kick to this mayo too. So I'm adding a little bit of chipotle seasoning and a little bit of ancho chili powder, which is my latest discovery, and I've been putting it in pretty much everything. It gives like a really nice smoky chipotle flavor. And then finally a little bit, like a tiny bit of maple syrup, about a tablespoon, and just to kind of round out all the flavors. And it's it's sour with the apple cider vinegar, and just and the lemon juice, so just adding a little bit of that. And to make it a little bit more flowy, I'm adding a little bit of cashew milk. You can also add any other non-dairy milk or coconut milk. And then finally a little bit of salt. Now you want your this mayo dressing to be more salty than normal, because you're going to mix this to the salad, and that's what's going to impart the saltiness to the salad. So it has to be a little bit well seasoned. So that's your, mayo, and now mayo dressing for the salad, and just toss it very well with all of this. And the best part of this pasta salad I like to make for a get together like what I'm doing today is that you can prepare it in advance and just keep it in the refrigerator until your people arrive. And it's also great for like summer picnics because you can bring it along and you can serve it cold, and it tastes better when it's cold actually. So next I am making this dhokla with rice flour and idli rice, which also only consists of rice. Make sure that your idli rice that you buy from the Indian store only contains rice. And then I'm adding some rice flour too. Um, yeah, so that's about 1/4 of the idli rava and 3/4 cup of rice flour. That's what I'm adding. And this is again a very easy recipe. In this recipe you steam this dhokla to cook. You steam it to cook, and so it's very easy. So next you add a little bit of coconut yogurt, about 1/4 cup of coconut yogurt. I'm sorry that video didn't record when I added the yogurt, but I added 1/4 cup of yogurt and coconut yogurt, which is dairy free, and then keep adding a little bit of water. So I'm adding little bits of water. So in the end I add approximately about 3/4 cup of water. You may need an extra tablespoon or so, but the consistency it's what's important. It needs to have a flowy consistency. And finally I'm adding this 1 teaspoon of Eno, which is kind of like a baking soda. It's called as fruit soda. For some reason the Eno is what works better in this recipe than baking soda, but you can also use baking soda. So you can see how my batter is like ready, and now I'm going to steam it. So this is an insert, stainless steel insert that I have for my instant pot, but you can use any other kind of like a dish, deep dish, for this. And now I have, see, that is the consistency you want for your batter. It is thick, but now after adding the Eno, it is like really, it already looks very foamy, and that's how you want it. And you pour that into your oiled mold, whatever it is, a dish, and then use something that will fit into your instant pot, obviously. And I have put the steamer insert on into my insert pot with a little bit of water. I'm putting some crushed red pepper on top. This is optional, but it just gives it a good look. So now I'm going to just I have it on, as I said, the steamer insert is there with a little bit of water, and then I'm going to pressure cook for 10 minutes. That's it. So now while it is being done, I think it's time for a little break, and I'm going to have my ginger chai. Yeah, what happens during when I'm doing cooking for parties, I realize that I'm suddenly standing for hours together without getting a break. So nowadays I make sure that I take a break in between. It's time for my chai, so I'm going to take that luxury of making some ginger chai for myself and sitting down for 5 minutes. And sitting down is important too, just so that it helps me relax. And I'm going to take that 5-10 minute break as the dhokla is cooking and have my chai. The chai really refreshed me, and I am ready to do the rest of the prep. So here I'm again making a very simple gluten-free, grain-free snack, which is papdi chaat. So here, to make it grain-free, I'm using the CAT brand dip chip, which is cassava, made with cassava flour. So it's grain free. Now, CAT brand has two different types of tortilla. One is the tortilla, but they also have this dip chip, which is like round shape, and therefore it is perfect for making papdi chaat. Now, for the filling, I have made a simple filling with some boiled sweet potato and a regular white potato, mash them up, put some chaat masala and salt, and I am just now placing. Actually, I also have some chana, the white chana that I have cooked. I'd cooked beforehand, so mix that also with the potato. So that's the filling I'm placing on the chart. Now the dhokla is this has been steaming for 10 minutes, and I also let it cool for about 10-15 minutes and tried to get it out, and it came out beautifully. See how clean the mold is. It came out really nice just because I had oiled the mold. So it's a perfect dhokla. I'll show you what it looks like when I cut into it. It's like really spongy. I can feel it, and here, see how spongy it looks. So this is a perfect savory snack, right? That's what I like about it. It's not sweet. It's savory rice snack, and it's perfect with some green chutney or coconut chutney. It is going to be like a perfect evening snack. So this is like an evening snack party. I have called my friends for chai and snacks, and they're going to come around 5:30 p.m. So it's a nice evening snack chaat party, but also kind of like an early dinner, with the pasta salad and everything. So now the chaat is ready, the dhokla is ready, I have some chutneys ready, and here is my bread pudding or the Shahi Tukda that I had made beforehand the previous evening. This is again a very easy recipe. The full recipe for this is available on my channel, just like a few posts down. You can see this recipe. It's a gluten-free version of the Shahi Tukda.
Voila! So everything is ready now. I have the pasta salad ready, the chaat ready. All I need to do is just sprinkle the save on top when my guests arrive. I have the dhokla ready. I also quickly made like a green chutney with green chilies and cilantro. It was very quick and easy. And then I have the pasta salad, which is cold, and that's how you eat it. The chaat is also, to be eaten at room temperature. Dhokla can be eaten again warm or at room temperature. So everything is ready basically 15 minutes before time. I have got all the dishes and the cups for our chai or coffee. And this is the dessert that also I have kept it out because by then it will be like the right temperature to serve. All right, excited.
टेक 3
क्या कर रहे हैं मुझे क्या करना है
अभी कुछ नहीं करना है, अपने आप जैसा रहना है।
बाकी
हाँ।
ये कहाँ जाना था नुपुर ड्राइव करके नहीं गई आज नहीं मुझे जाना है
कहाँ जाना है?
we are going out for dinner after this with some friends